Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup features the Seattle Pilots versus the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Pilots today is Bob Meyer, whose record is 4-8 with a 4.50 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Earl Wilson, whose record is 8-4 with a 2.98 ERA. Okay, so this is game two today, sort of a doubleheader. Our first game was versus the Angels, in which we got just completely annihilated by Andy Messersmith. We shut them out the day before, as you can see here. That was our 14th team shutout of the season, and then the Angels came back and shut us out earlier today. And that was the 7th against us. So we're 14-7 in shutouts this year, which is pretty damn good, I think, for a expansion team. But we desperately needed that win. Oakland lost, and so we did not lose any ground, but we could have moved within 5 of Oakland, and we need every win we can get here. So that's an unfortunate loss, but Andy Messersmith was on his game, and there's not much we can do against him. So now we go to Detroit. We face my favorite team, the Detroit Tigers. 1 year after winning the World Series, Earl Wilson on the mound, a very underrated pitcher in his time. And so we'll see if we can't get him up against the ropes. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe to the channel. Bob Meyer on the mound, and he is, of course, a left-hander. All the bullpen is available. Unfortunately, Skip Lockwood gave up a couple of runs. He was overdue to give up runs. He doubled his ERA in just one day. It was 0.59 coming into the earlier game today, and he gave up 2 runs. And the rest of our bullpen is pretty solid. Okay. And then here is our lineup versus the right-hander, Earl Wilson. Freddie Patek, our hottest hitter, betting over 400 in his last 20 games, is listed as tired, so we took him out of the ballgame. We're going to move Kessinger to short. Kelly will play third again today. Gary Sutherland will bat leadoff instead of Patek. We're going to give Tommy Agee the day off as well, just because he sucks so bad lately. He's batting 179 in the last 20 games. So Don Bosch will step in and play center field today. And McNERTNEY also back behind the plate instead of Jerry May, who was in there earlier today. Okay, let's take a look at our official lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff. There we go. Playing second base is Gary Sutherland. Batting second at first base is Mike HEGAN. Batting third in left field is Lou Piniella. Batting cleanup in right field is Joe Pepitone. Batting fifth in center field is Don Bosch. Batting sixth and catching is Jerry McNERTNEY. Batting seventh at third base is Van Kelly. Batting eighth at shortstop is Don Kessinger. And batting ninth is our pitcher, Bob Meyer. Let's take a look at the Earl. Earl Wilson making his 20th start. 8-4 with a sub-3 ERA. 112 strikeouts in 148 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .214 against him. 4 complete games. One of them was a shutout. Fastball tops out at 90 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 41%. He's a 3-pitch pitcher with the 4-seam fastball, rated an 87. He's got a slider and a curve. Overall, he's rated at 82. The 34-year-old right-hander goes to free agency at the end of the season. Look at his log, why don't you? He faced us on June 5th, and he got the win despite giving up 4 runs on 10 hits and walking 6. So we must have pitched horribly that day, and that is the only appearance against the Pilots. Okay, let's take a look at the Tigers' defense. They are terrible up the middle. Second base and shortstop, well below league average, and left field, not so hot either. Behind the plate is Tim Hosley, who has an arm rating of 86, so pretty good. Actually way better than it should be. The guy was a lifetime designated hitter, really. Okay, we have Gary Sutherland leading off versus Earl Wilson. Let's go. Full count to Sutherland, and he lines it right to the second baseman, Ollie Brown, for out number 1. Next up is Mike HEGAN. HEGAN batting .240 with 7 home runs. Getting the base hit to left. Should we try to go for 2 against Horton? Horton has a bad arm. He really is a DH. When the DH comes around, he will definitely benefit from that. But only a 60% chance. Now, earlier today, if you watched that game, Freddie Patek led off the game with a single. It could have been stretched to a double, but Jay Johnstone had a great arm. So we didn't do it. It was followed up with a base hit. And we had first and second with nobody out. And the inning ended without us scoring. And I said many times that that was our one opportunity to try to put some pressure on. And we did not do it, and we paid the price. We got shut out. So I think we have to take a chance here. It's early in the game. Let's do it. He's out at second. And I think that is like the indicator. Like I don't believe we will win this game. If Willie Horton, who is a terrible defender, can throw out Mike HEGAN with above average speed at second base, then we don't have much of a chance today. After taking 2 days off with some guests in town, coming back today, excited to play, things do not look so good. We go to the bottom of the first inning here. Let's take a look at the lineup rundown for the Detroit Tigers. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Ike Brown, not Ollie Brown. Ike Brown. Batting second at shortstop is Tom TRESH. Batting third in right field is Mr. Tiger, Al Kaline. Batting cleanup is the catcher, Tim Hosley. Batting fifth is the left fielder, Willie Horton. Batting sixth in center field is Ron Woods. Batting seventh at third base is Don WERT. Batting eighth at first base is Tommy MATCHICK. And batting ninth is Earl Wilson. Okay, Bob Meyer on the mound, making his 24th start, 4-8 with a 4.50 ERA, 95 strikeouts in 114 innings pitched. With a good game today, he could be the second Pilots pitcher over 100K. His fastball, we already know, is 97 miles an hour, rated a 95. He's a one-pitch pitcher. Overall, rated an 81. The 30-year-old lefty is arbitration eligible next year. Looking at his log, he took the loss against Washington, although I thought he pitched pretty well, giving up 3 runs and striking out 5. And he hasn't won in forever, since way back in June, like almost 2 months. He hasn't won a ball game. But maybe today's the day. Doesn't feel like it already. There's our defense. McNERTNEY behind the plate, a liability. And we know Sutherland at second. Can get the job done, but he's not that great rating-wise. Look at our outfield today. Pretty solid. And with Kessinger at shortstop, his natural position is rated a 94. So that's a little bit of an upgrade. Okay, here we go. Ike Brown leading off versus Bob Meyer. 0-2 count. Ground ball to Sutherland. There we go. 1 down. That's going to bring up Tom TRESH. TRESH coming over from the Yankees. Batting .091. Doesn't have a hit versus lefties this year. Hard hit fly ball to left center. Caught by our left fielder, PINIELLA. And that will bring up Al Kaline. It pains me that Kaline has been relegated to split duties. He did have, believe it or not, if you may not know this about Kaline, but In the year that we won the World Series, he was often injured. He only had 327 at-bats that year, and contributed in the World Series. As you can see, that it went 11 for 29. This is the first time we've seen KALINE this year play against us. 1-1 count to Al, and he hits a comebacker to Meyer, and Meyer makes the play. We go to the top of the second. No score, and Joe PEPITONE leading off. PEPITONE had a hit in the game earlier today. Tigers did not walk in that ball game versus Messersmith. Messersmith had 9 strikeouts and 0 walks. Gave up only 6 hits. 1 down, PEPITONE pops out to short. Here's BOSCH getting the start. Hitting a high fly ball. It is shallow center field. Shortstop goes back and makes the play. I'm not sure you want Tom TRESH going out there. He's a left fielder playing shortstop. This team is a mess. The Tigers sold off all of my favorite players. And their center fielder, Mickey Stanley, is injured right now, which is why Ron Woods, who we'll see here in a moment, is getting the start in center. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Here is Tim HOSLEY leading off. He was a rookie in 1971. So he's made it to the majors a little early as Bob Meyer walks the leadoff guy. Runner on first. Willie Horton up, the great Willie Horton. 1-2 count. Striking out, the old walk-strikeout combo. How many times have we seen that? That will bring up Ron Woods. Now, the only claim to fame for Ron Woods in my life is he is the one player that I've had the best season with stolen bases with. I had 88 stolen bases with Ron Woods once in one of my Tigers sims. There's a base hit to left. What's his speed in this game? 87. I don't know what it was in the sim that I had him in, but yeah, 88 stolen bases. Here we go, Don WERT, runners at first and second, as Woods gets the first hit for the Tigers today. Ground ball to second. It's going to be tough to double him up. Oh, he does get it done to 4-6-3. Double play. We go to the top of the third. Van Kelly leading off. Started the previous game today. Took an over, and he had the worst play of the game. He had a huge error in the third inning in the earlier game that allowed 3 runs, and the game was over. He flies out to left. Kessinger, he had the game off, despite being on a pretty good run, flying out to left center. 2 down, and Bob Meyer, batting .065, strikes out looking. First K for Wilson. Moving on to the bottom of the third. Here is Tom MATCHICK leading off. He's playing first base today. Normally a middle infielder. Striking out. Second K for Meyer. He needs 5 total today to get to 100. Let's see if he can get to Wilson here. Wilson, a great hitting pitcher, does get a base hit into center field. Averages 143, but if you take a look at his batting over the years, this guy, he had 33 home runs coming into the 1969 season. So where that would have pissed me off in most other games, if a pitcher had gotten a hit, I will accept that and hope for a double play. Here is Ike Brown, a 136 hitter versus lefties this year. Ground ball to third. Let's go around the horn. Well, we get the pitcher. Wilson forced at second. Brown, decent speed. He could be going here with Meyer, a lefty on the mound. It'd be a risk. Line drive to left for TRESH. There's a base hit. Nothing like watching a .083 hitter get a base hit. And that's going to bring up Mr. Tiger. This feels very bad to me right now. 1-2 count to KALINE. Ground ball to second. This could get him out of the inning. Sutherland throwing him out. All right. We're moving on to the 4th inning. Much better result in this game so far than in the previous game today. Sutherland, a base hit to left. He's only batting .240 versus right-handers, so I'm reluctant to bat him high at the top of the lineup versus righties, but a good job there. HEGAN's up. We're going to let him swing away. 0-1 count. He's going to gap it to left center field. It will be caught for out number 1. This is a good chance for us to hit and run here with Piniella. Plus, Piniella is just struggling mightily, but we got to have his bat in the lineup. There we go. Base hit to right field. Sutherland on to third. No, he stops at second. Despite a hit and run, right fielder is KALINE. KALINE, a good outfielder, but not a great outfielder. An 84 arm. Okay. Well, this feels like a double play waiting to happen. Here's PEPITONE, batting .279 versus righties. Oh, it wasn't even close. A strikeout, and then BOSCH, a strikeout. He gets a piece of it, sends it to center. When we don't score, when we have opportunities like that, that really makes me feel like we're going to get hosed here in a minute. Cleanup hitter, HOSLEY up. He walked the first time. There's a slow roller to second. Sutherland, he has been a very solid second baseman. I think if we just double check really quick, he's got a .977 fielding percentage. More importantly, yeah, like a 7.7 defensive range, and he's positive in defensive WAR. So for a guy that doesn't have a good rating, he is playing very solid defense. I didn't even see how many errors he made, but it's probably double digits. 1 out. Here's Willie. HORTON popping it up on the infield. This one's going to go to Sutherland. Watch me jinx him. Okay, he makes the catch. 2 down. Ron Woods. 1-0 count. Wasn't Ron Wood, isn't he a Rolling Stone? Another base hit for Wood. That's his second of the game. Will this be a 2-out rally? We will guard the Lions. It's a little early to do that, but 1 run's going to make a difference here. WERT up, 1-1 count. A line drive to short, and KESSINGER makes the play. We go to the top of the 5th, no score. And Jerry McNERTNEY leading off. McNERTNEY 1 for 4 with a walk in his career. And he strikes out, so that's the 3rd K for Wilson. Wilson is an underrated pitcher from this era. Obviously, he's pitching well as he walks the old strikeout-walk combination. He walks Kelly. He's pitching well today. I don't think this game really represents his skill set. We're going to hit and run here. The reason is the pitcher spot is up next. Let's try to get someone into scoring position for perhaps like a wild pitch or a balk or a pass ball or some shit. Kelly does advance on the hit and run. And Bob Meyer, first pitch swinging, popping it up. That's going to carry to right for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Okay, so now Bob Meyer, he has an endurance of 87, so he could go like 7 or 8 innings. He could, but if he hasn't been blown up by the 5th, you can pretty much guarantee it's going to happen here. We do have a lefty and the pitcher due up. The pitcher's already got a hit off of him. And then we get to the top of the lineup. So we're going to try to get him through this inning. I know it's ridiculous. The guy's only thrown 52 pitches, but you've watched enough Bob Meyer games that you know that he easily gets clobbered by the 5th inning. He does strike out MATCHICK for strikeout number 3. Here's Earl Wilson. He's 1 for 1 today. 2-1 count. Gets a piece of it, taps it to first. 2 down. And we're back to the top of the lineup. This is where things get a little rough. Will there be a 2-out rally? Yeah, there's going to be a 2-out rally. Of course there is. So Brown on first. We've got Tom TRESH up there. He's a switch hitter. So taking him out wouldn't do any good. We just have bring in a right-hander and he bat left. So we'll just have to play it out. 1-2. Wow, a deep fly ball to center, but it's right in that little triangle out there. Freddie made a comment. I just closed it out. He said his nickname, he said Brubaker's nickname should be Notch. That's a good nickname. Actually, I really like that. I mean, I like Cupid Doll too, because you can have more than one nickname. We go to the top of the 6th inning, and our leadoff man is up. It's Gary Sutherland. He's 1 for 2 today. And a 1-2 count. Gets a piece of it. Hits a ground ball to TRESH at short. Not a lot going on today. HEGAN walks. That's good news. He's 4 for 6 against Wilson with a walk now. So HEGAN on first base. We're going to hit and run. If we don't, it'll be a double play. Ground ball to second. HEGAN will advance. It's going to be up to Pepitone to be a hero. I would love to get the lead for Bob Meyer, then take him out. Nope. Ground ball to first. Okay. So we cannot, I mean, yes, he has pitched well. Bob Meyer has pitched well today. 6 batters have reached base. In 5 innings, he has not given up a run. But we have the heart of the lineup coming up. Now, if we can get one more inning out of him, we can go to Skippy in the 7th. But I have a feeling any of these batters would clobber him. So, what are they doing so far? Kaline's 0 for 2. Hosley walked. Horton's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Okay, that's all I need to know. Let's give it a shot. We will keep a tight leash on him here. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So we made a mistake. It's my bad. Skippy's coming in anyway. Now, Lockwood just gave up 2 runs in the game earlier today. So this could be dangerous. Let's see if we can get a ground ball here. No, it pops it up. And there's out number 1. Willie Horton up. This is a double play possibility. He's also got a lot of power. There's a ground ball to third. Let's go around the horn. Kaline running. That should be easy. Double play. 5-4-3 double play. We are going to the 7th. I think that was a good call, bringing in Skippy. A good bounce back inning for him. Don Bosch leading off. Let's change the momentum here. Bosch popping it up. How many innings is this in a row? It's 15 innings in a row. We have not scored. 0-1 count to McNERTNEY. And McNERTNEY's going to dump it to right for a base hit. That's good news. Van Kelly up. We need to start playing some small ball, but Kelly's not a good bunter. Doesn't matter, he struck out anyway. 2 down, and Kessinger pops it up. We have no ability to do anything. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is Ron Woods leading off. Now Lockwood will bat first. So we want to keep him in there. and at least try to get these two righties out. This could be a mistake, yeah. Gosh darn it. Oh no, he's going to hit a fly ball to center. That was a 3-1 count. Why would you be swinging in a tie game? That should have been ball 4 for sure. WERT. Oh, he pulls the string with that curveball for out number 2. Now, would he walk MATCHIK to get to Wilson here? 2-2 count. Striking him out. Awesome. Great job by Lockwood. Taking Skippy out. What's his ERA after that? It gets it down to 108. And who on our bench hits righties well? Darren Johnson. One swing of the bat. And Johnson's the guy. He's got 4 home runs versus righties this year. 1-2 count. Oh, he's going to gap it all the way to the wall in deep center field, and yet he could only make it to second base. That is his 4th double. You know, he does have gap power. And yet, well, he's got 6 extra base hits. That's not great. Okay. Let's have Sutherland drop a bunt down. Let's get Johnson to third. Oh, no. There's a comebacker to Wilson. That was an 0-2 count. It does work. It does get Johnson to third. And HEGAN at the plate. We are asking for a sac fly. They're pulling the infield in. All right. Maybe I'm still a pinch running, but... Oh, man. Come on. I mean, that's so stupid. I hate this game when it does that. There's no reason for that to happen. I mean, wild pitches only ever happen on third base. That's just stupid. Take the bat right out of the hand. Take the strategy right out of the game. Okay, so Wilson's starting to lose it here a little bit. It's so dumb. I wouldn't even care as HEGAN steals second on a missed hit and run. That is only his 2nd stolen base, but he's been caught. Well, that's his 3rd stolen base. He's been caught 5 times because of all the missed hit and runs. 2 down. I wouldn't mind if this game completely, or at least give us a toggle switch to turn off pass balls and wild pitches. I know it's a big part of baseball, like they happen, but they don't happen in real baseball like it happens in this game. This game, it only happens and it's always a run scored. I hate that. And they're going to walk PEPITONE to get to BOSCH. One swing of the bat here from BOSCH could have put the game away. 0-1 count. And he pops it up. So we have a 1-0 lead on the fricking wild pitch. We'll bring in Diego Segui. He's our setup man. And he's been good this year. 3.12 ERA. He's thrown 60 innings pitched already. 47 strikeouts in 60.2 innings pitched. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His forkball is his best pitch, rated an 82. The 31-year-old righty is goes to free agency in 1971. Okay, they're going to pinch hit Jimmy Price. Price, for whatever reason, is batting .392 versus righties. He's 1-for-1 against Segui. We can't bring in a defensive replacement at second because it's Patek, and he is listed as tired. So we're going to have to go with our regular defense here. 1-1 count to Jim Price. Ground ball up the middle base hit. Now, if the game was good, and this game is not good, they would pinch run Jim Price. But we'll take advantage of that if we can. We're going to guard the lines. Ike Brown is up. Leadoff man is on. Oh, they're going to lay down a bunt. I did not see that coming. And therefore, I will pay the price, as he is assured to score. We'll bring first base in. I tend to do this not as a real baseball strategy, but it does seem to like work in place of being able to move your outfielder. It sometimes does work, and he walks. First and second, one down. Here's Al Kaline. 0-1 count to Al. Popping it up on the infield. Sutherland on the grass, making the catch. All right. We got Hosley up. This is not a guy that would ever scare me, but in a baseball mogul situation like this, he's probably batting 600, he might be unstoppable. Yeah. Fly ball to center. Come on, Bosch. Okay. Just for a second, I thought that might be a real problem. Don McMahon coming into the ball game. Don McMahon is a 40-year-old McMahon. He is old for this game. He's pitched in 46 games, 3-4 with a 4.30 ERA, 15 saves, 6 blueies. Does he have a knuckler? No. He's got a 2-pitch pitcher, a fastball and a slider. He is a ground ball pitcher, though, 57% of the time. That is incredible. He's a free agent at the end of the year. This will probably be his last year. His ERA is over 4. Okay, McNERTNEY. 1-2 count. Striking out. Can't even take a swing at a 75-mile-an-hour slider. Van Kelly's up. Kelly's 0 for 2. He has walked today. And he walks again. That looked like a strikeout. Kelly finding ways to get on base. Let's hit and run with Kessinger. Ground ball to first. That will get Kelly over. We will take out Segui. And we will pinch hit Bill Robinson. Billy boy. 353 on base percentage. They might walk him here to get to Sutherland. Nope. 0-1 count. They're pitching. Oh, he could have made him pay. Guys, we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. On the verge of having our 15th shutout of the year. Mike Marshall coming into the ball game. This is the guy you want. 44th game of the year, 6-1 with a 1.78 ERA, 41 strikeouts and 50 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting under 200 against him. He's got 20 saves. He does have 3 blueies. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. That is his best pitch, rated at 84. Couple other mediocre pitches in there. Overall at 80, the 26-year-old righty goes to arbitration in 1970. Alrighty then. He's got 3 righties coming up. Horton, Woods, and WERT. If we can get Horton, I'll feel good about it. Here we go. Willie. 0-1 count to Willie. Willie pops it up. Shallow left field, left center. 1 down. Okay, 2 outs away. The only run scored on a wild pitch. That one's a little deeper into left center field. Piniella making a catch. We are down to the final out. It's Don WERT. Will he keep it alive? He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 2-2 count. Marshall gets a ground ball to short. Kessinger throws him out. The Pilots have shut out their 15th opponent this year. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. I don't know what to say. But how much you want to bet Oakland won? Let's find out. No, they lost. And we do gain a game? How? We were 6 back. Oh, that means they did not play today. So we gained a half game because they were inactive. And so there you go. What about the Padres? Hey, the Padres have won 30 games. They are 44 and a half games back. Okay, let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. There's the earlier games news article. Warden in control as Royals defeat the Yankees. They were fooled all evening by John Warden. Pitched a complete game. Gave up 1 hit, but 7 walks because, of course. All right, that's all there is. Transactions. Jim Nelson, as you can see there, for the Pirates. Minor leaguer. Is going to miss 8 days due to a sprained ankle. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Pilots win 1-0 on a pass or wild pitch. It's redonkulous. We'll take it. We will take it. I mean, how do you, a player of the, excuse me, player of the game? I think we're gonna give it to Bob Meyer. I can't really give it to any batter. I mean, Darren Johnson did pinch hit and get a double. That was the only run that scored. But we're going to give it to Bob Meyer, who doesn't even get the win. He goes 5 scoreless. Skippy gets the win. That's a good bounce-back game for him. Striking out 2. He's now 2-0. And Mike Marshall gets his 21st save. Earl Wilson takes the loss. Hard luck loser. Pitched well. Just had that one stupid wild pitch. Okay. That's going to do it. We played 2 games today. There won't be a third. Maybe I can play 2 more tomorrow and try to get our season caught up a little bit. Until tomorrow, everyone, have a great day.